Thank you so much, Ali. Now, the Yorkshire Young Asian Achievers Awards is the first scheme of its kind set up to recognise the efforts of young people aged 16 to 30 of South Asian heritage, born or living and working in Yorkshire. Its special focus is on those socially mobile young achievers who have overcome deprivation and disadvantage, or have broken through traditional barriers to progress. The awards aim to promote social mobility among young South Asians, identify role models to help inspire others from the relevant communities, and encourage young South Asians to seek out and take up further and higher education opportunities. Now, before we launch into our very first award, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about a very important group of people. Yep, you've guessed it, it's the judges. Now, without them, of course, there would have been no winners. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't envy the task that they had to try and pick a winner from all the amazing nominations in all of our categories. Our distinguished decision makers who deliberated, ruminated, mulled over, and generally burnt the midnight oil to first select their shortlist and then choose the winners are Muhammad Ali, who you've already met. There's Adiba Malik, CBE. She's QED's Deputy Chief Executive. Rob Hickey, the Chief Operating Officer of our award partners, York St John University. Rosina Breen, Head of North for BBC England. Professor Uduak Archibong, MBE, Professor of Diversity at the University of Bradford, and Jo Quinting Tulloch, Director of the National Science and Media Museum in Bradford. And can I just say a massive thank you to each and every one of them for this humongous, huge task that they had to take on. Now, we would love everyone watching this evening to join in by leaving your comments of support and congratulations using the chat box on the screen below and the hashtag the YAYAs 2020. The chat function will actually allow you to join in live during the awards to help celebrate the achievements of all the nominees and winners. Please also post any comments, pictures, and videos of your experience tonight on your social media, and remember to hashtag the YAYAs 2020 so we can see all of your pictures and videos and share the moment with you. As we go through, I'm going to announce the award category and then tell you briefly what the judges were looking for. Then I'll read out the shortlisted nominations in no particular order. That's going to be followed by a short video where each of the three nominees tell us a little bit about themselves, and then I'll introduce you to a representative of the sponsors of that award to reveal the winner. So I hope you're with me on this. Now, to the first of our awards, and this is for achievement in sport. Now, as we know, sport is a powerful vehicle for positive social change, and the judges were looking for South Asian entrants who have excelled in their chosen event or field, whose achievements could help to challenge inequality and prejudice and provide a lead for others in their community. It could be someone who's broken through in a non-traditional sport, or who has simply achieved a very high standard or level of performance. And it's not just about those who play or do sports. This category was also open to people who coach, train, facilitate, or have gone out of their way to create or provide equality of opportunity. The shortlisted candidates in this category are Harleen Kaur, Aisha Khan, and Sathya Syed.
Hi, my name's Harleen Kaur. I'm 21 years old from Bradford. I come from a British Indian background, and I found out about the YAYA Awards when a friend sent me a link on WhatsApp, and when I went and saw the information, I thought it'd be a good idea to nominate myself. I started my journey in martial arts around 13-14 years ago now. So the first thing I started was karate with my friend at the time from primary school, and it just used to be a once a week thing, didn't really think much of it, just a hobby. And then I got into kickboxing competitions where I've won gold at the British Championships, selected for Team England, the first British Asian female to represent England. And then I won silver at my World Championship debut in 2015, and then I was selected again to represent England in 2016, where I won silver again. Being from an Asian community, it's not uncommon where you hear things like, why have you got your daughter doing martial arts? You know, what if she gets hurt, what if she injures herself? she won't look pretty, no one's going to marry her. So them sort of comments, you know, especially my mum's heard whilst I was growing up. So I think a lot of my achievements go down to my mum because I've had her support so much, and I'm very lucky to have that. And I train and coach in Taekwondo with Horizon Taekwondo Academy. I run my classes once a week in Bradford, and we're also launching our Inspirational Women Foundation sports club in Bradford, which is like a ladies only sports club. So every summer since 2016 I go out to India, spend 2 to 3 months out there with a charity called YFC, Youth for Change in Punjab. So we work using sports as a power to basically empower the underprivileged children and change lives, really. So very honoured and humbled to be shortlisted as a finalist. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sathya Syed. I'm 19 years old. I'm born in Luton, down south, and grew up in Bradford. I'm a boxer, and a fan nominated me for this award. I've been brought up in Bradford from a young age. To be fair, I never went through much issues like bullying and stuff from a young age, but I feel like I went to an all-white school. Me and my siblings were kind of practically the only Asians there. I had a long-term illness for 2.5 years. That's kind of how this journey started as a boxer. So completely bedridden, depressed, dropped down to 5 stones. So for a girl at that age, I kind of missed out on all of my childhood, missed out on friends, family. I kind of completely isolated myself until one day, like I said, I've always been that motivated type of kid. I thought, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to get myself better myself. As far as I know, I'm the only hijabi boxer in kind of West Yorkshire. I've been down to London. There's a few who do fitness and other things and in other sports, but that's as far as I know, that's in boxing. I've actually just started my own female Sunday boxing classes because a lot of people have been messaging me, you know, we want to get out, we want to do this, we want to do that. And instead of just making it boxing classes, I've linked it to mental health and all these other issues because I get loads of people messaging me on a daily as soon as I shared my stories and stuff. Designed a whole programme with the NHS as well. We're currently working on that. And I thought I'd start something on my own, leave my own kind of legacy, leave my own little mark in Bradford. So apart from my boxing and my classes and my coaching, I travel and I like inspiring and empowering people. So that's whether going to schools, like last year I did a mini tour. I travelled a bit all over. I went to schools, did boxing there, did a motivational speech, shared my journey, speak about mental health and speak about illnesses and things that go on, because once you shut yourself down like I did, it eats you up inside, and we need to stand up for ourselves, speak about things, heal from the past experiences and trauma, and that's how we're going to grow and do well.
Hello, my name is Aisha. I'm 21 and I'm from Sheffield. I nominated myself for this award because I have overcome barriers and stereotypes in the sporting industry, so now I'm trying to raise aspiration and awareness to young people that they can persevere and be resilient and overcome these barriers as well by becoming an established role model. I also work for the university, so I work for HEPSI, which stands for Higher Education Progression Partnership, South Yorkshire. Basically we work with year 9s to year 11s. And this involves me trying to raise inspiration for them to go to higher education, because they're more at risk at not progressing into going on to higher education due to the attainment gap. So I'm trying to raise inspiration, and I've also involved sports with that by developing a project called Higher with Basketball. I also complete my Masters at Sheffield Hallam University as well in Sports and Exercise Psychology, where I'm doing a project looking at the barriers ethnic minorities face within women's football. I've also been playing football since the age of 5. Sport has been a big part of me. Then I've played for Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday and the university teams. However, to get to this stage, I've had to overcome barriers, including others treat me differently, players and coaches because of how I looked. And I think this is due to many factors, There's still institutional racism, and because of football still being an underpin normality of white leaders within organisations. I'd just like to say a thank you to my family for helping me overcome these barriers, as they've been really supportive, so thank you.
The Achievement in Sport Award is sponsored by Kashmir Crown Bakeries. And to reveal the winner, I'd like to introduce Riki Zaid Dean on behalf of KCB.
KCB congratulates QED Foundation on its 30th anniversary this year. We are delighted to sponsor the award for sport. As a company which prides itself on the philosophy of shared values and collaboration that is still its greatest strength, we are therefore pleased to be able to support these young Asian achievers who have excelled to progress. We wish good luck to all the shortlisted candidates. And the winner is Harleen Kaur. Congratulations, Harleen.
I'm very humbled and honoured today to receive this YAYA Award in Sport, sponsored by KCB. I'd like to thank the QED Foundation and congratulate them on the amazing work that they're doing in the disadvantaged communities out there, providing opportunities to people who need it the most. And the award that I've received today, I'd like to dedicate it to all young girls out there who have dreams, who want to go on to break boundaries. And I'd just like to say that, you know, just keep going, keep doing you. There's no limit to what your potential is. You know, you can just do whatever you want if you put your mind to it.
Thank you again to our sponsor, and many congratulations to Harleen Kaur.